And it's like a broken record. Here we go again. More excessive heat and heat advisories in play. I'll take you county by county, hour by hour, let you know when the hottest part of the day will arrive in your neighborhood.
I've gotten dizzy a couple of times because I'm on my bike all day.
You know this Florida heat has been brutal. That's why the neighborhood center of West Volusia has opened its doors as a cooling station. I'm Gail Pascal Brown. More on that in just a moment.
Unstable scaffolding could thwart Friday night plans in downtown Orlando.
The road closures in effect and what's being done to fix the problem.
Local, live, late-breaking. WESH 2 News on CW18 starts now.
And now at 10, this hot weather is going to be following us into the weekend. Here are the temperatures that are outside right now. In the upper 80s across Central Florida, but if you think it feels hotter, you're not wrong.
That's right. Feels like temperatures are in the triple digits in some areas. Tonight we have team coverage. We're taking you inside a local cooling center. But first, we want to get over to Chief Meteorologist Tony Manalfi, who is tracking this all for us. Hey, Tony.
I tell you what, guys, we can't reiterate this enough. When temperatures are that warm this late at night, that means there's a very good chance that you're going to have more warnings for the next day. And lo and behold, the entire viewing area tomorrow is either under an excessive heat warning or a heat advisory in Sumter and Polk counties. Again, just a testament of the type of weather pattern that we are in and is sticking around. Outside downtown Lake Eola on this Friday night, it is 87 degrees here in Midtown, 86 in DeLand, 83 up towards Ocala, and even back towards the coast, running in the mid-80s. And as we just mentioned, still feels like triple digits in a few locales, even this late at night. Your AC is humming. Now, there's some good news here. We have had a little collision take place, and we are seeing a few cooling showers and storms. Flagler Beach, Ormond by the Sea. You will get a brief little downpour there. More showers here developing in and around I-4, headed towards Deltona. Few more showers now. I-95 near Scottsmore, and then pressing southward into the metro areas here from WESH 2 Studios, downtown Orlando, and back over towards the University of Central Florida. We do have a few cooling showers. A few more there just south of Kissimmee. But here's the story. More heat tomorrow. I'll time out just how hot it's going to feel hour by hour and county by county coming up when I see you at 10:18.
Tony, thank you. When it's hot like this, you just need a place to cool down, hydrate, and relax. But not everyone has that luxury. That's why Volusia County has opened more than a dozen cooling stations.
WESH 2's Gail Pascal Brown takes us to DeLand, where the city opened a cooling center today on South Palmetto Avenue. And while at the centers, people can get help with a number of different services, from clothing vouchers to utility assistance. If you need other locations and times of the cooling shelters in Volusia County, go to our website, WESH.com.
Road closures are still in effect in downtown Orlando, thanks to some unstable scaffolding on the side of the former SunTrust Center. Right now, parts of Pine Street, Church Street, and Orange Avenue are closed. Areas that are usually very busy on a Friday night. WESH's Liv Johnson shows us how those road closures are impacting businesses.
A girls' soccer coach at Titusville High School is accused of having sex with one of his players. Police arrested 43-year-old Anthony Gonzalez on 7 felony counts of sexual battery of a victim 12 to 18. Brevard Public School officials confirmed Gonzalez has been fired. He will be back in court in September.
That's a concern, you know. Hope it's not true. Everyone looks at things differently. And let's get to the truth, like a lot of things.
Both the Titusville Police Department and Brevard Public Schools encourage anyone with information in this case or any possible victims to call the department at 321-264-7800. A 19-year-old has been taken into custody for his involvement in the shootings and killings of 2 men in Osceola County. Marquez Lamones went in front of a judge today for his first appearance. According to the arrest report, the shooting happened on Tampa Avenue near Garden Street late last month. Lamones was allegedly trying to steal drugs from one of the victims. He is being held without bond for 2 counts of felony murder while engaged in a robbery and 1 count of robbery with a firearm.
Rescue crews are desperately searching for missing people who may have been trapped by wildfires still raging across Maui and Hawaii's Big Island. At least 67 people have died in the catastrophic fires. As Gloria Pazmino reports, officials worry the death toll will likely rise. The investigation into President Biden's son Hunter is getting more intense as the top investigator looking into his dealings is now a special counsel. Attorney General Merrick Garland made that announcement earlier today. David Weiss has been investigating Hunter Biden for the last 5 years, and this change gives him more power than a typical U.S. attorney.
On Tuesday of this week, Mr. Weiss advised me that in his judgment, his investigation had reached a stage at which he should continue his work as a special counsel, and he asked to be so appointed. I have concluded that it is in the public interest to appoint him as special counsel.
Federal prosecutors have been investigating Hunter Biden for potential felony tax evasion, illegal foreign lobbying, money laundering, and other possible crimes. The appointment of a special counsel in his case means that he could face a trial. Tonight, Ron DeSantis is on the campaign trail in Iowa. He weighed in on the case against Hunter Biden.
So I think that there was a lot that he's done, particularly with the corruption, that really should be pursued. I just have not seen that yet.
DeSantis is expected to be at the Iowa State Fair this weekend, along with other GOP candidates. We have more details on the GOP's response to the investigation coming up at 10:30.
Meantime, a federal judge plans to issue a protective order over the handling of evidence in former President Donald Trump's 2020 election case. The judge said the protective order is needed to protect witnesses or prevent other interference in the trial. She also ruled that while the former president has a right to free speech, that right is not obsolete. She warned the former president cannot release any information that could potentially taint the jury pool or intimidate any potential witnesses.
Next at 10, how one man uses his voice to help those recovering in the hospital.
And an incredible reunion between a local 911 dispatcher and the baby she helped deliver, the moments when they met for the very first time.
And a woman walking her dog has an uncomfortably close encounter with a bear. Why, she says she can laugh about it now. Next.
WESH 2 News honored with 3 regional Merle Awards, including overall excellence.
Breaking news doesn't wait for your alarm clock. It's constant.
We begin with breaking news this morning.
That's why we're working for you around the clock.
Preparing you with information you need to know to start your day.
Developing stories this morning.
Getting the facts. Finding the stories. Your stories.
Checking the skies to plan out your forecast. And of course, warning you of any traffic on the roads.
So start your day with confidence.
And wake up to a sunrise.
WESH 2 News Sunrise, starting weekday mornings at 4:30.
Join the most exclusive club in late night.
It's a toilet with a doormat.
The CW18 Late Night Comedy Club, tonight at 11. Brought to you by Hudson's Furniture.
Daytona Beach woman says on occasion she'll send her dog out to discourage her cats or other cats from gathering on her front porch.
But early Thursday morning, she and her dog got a lot more than they bargained for. WESH 2's Dave McDaniel spoke with her about her early morning encounter with a bear. And we have been told that the middle of the night front porch adventures may come to an end.
Meet Alton. He's our next Clear the Shelter's featured pet. This handsome 3-year-old is an energetic and loving boy who gets along well with other dogs. Not much of a cat person, takes after me. Alton's very smart and athletic. His skills include jumping over fences and flipping latches, so he will require a home with a 6-foot or higher fence. The staff at the Humane Society of Marion County just adore Alton and know he would make a life companion for someone. And to top it all off, Alton's adoption is absolutely free. Head right now to WESH.com, click on Clear the Shelters to find out how you can bring this pup home. In Pinellas County, a dog found a way to beat the heat while helping others.
Okay, Ollie, the jet skiing dog, and his owners are embarking on a trip to help animals across the country. You're welcome. He is using his talent to raise money for no-kill shelters, and he's making a 500-mile trip down the Ohio River from Pittsburgh to Cincinnati. With the help of his dad, he's hoping to get a $5 million in donations and accomplish a couple of other goals as well.
The second thing is to inspire 10,000 adoptions, and the third is to inspire 10,000 people to volunteer at shelters nationwide.
Okay, that's a really cute dog. You can follow Ollie's trips and donate to his efforts online. We have a link for you on WESH.com.
They're starting north and making their way south, Tony. By the time they get here, the weather should be better.
Will it?
Will it? Exactly.
Will it?
I don't know if this is going to end. I'm just trying to be optimistic because it's Friday.
Well, there you go. I like that idea. Let's take you back outside right now. Speaking of those temps today, 100 degrees today in Sanford, 99 in Orlando, breaking some old, long, withstanding records. Quite a stretch we've had over the last 5 days of hitting 98 or 99. The last time that's happened, you're going to go back to July of 1998. All right, let's take a look outside right now over beautiful Lake Dora. Look at those clouds out there. Warm, muggy night tonight. Compliments of this big ridge of high pressure. Little tropical wave coming towards South Florida over the weekend. May enhance enhance some of the rainfall as far north as southern Brevard, Osceola, and Polk counties. We'll have to wait and see how that shakes out by Sunday. We do have some moisture out there tonight. Some scattered showers here. Flagler Beach, Ormond Beach, Daytona Beach. There's the land. Again, not a lot of lightning strikes, but certainly any rain we can get to help cool off a couple communities tonight. I'm all for it. I'm sure you are as well. There's Deltona, I-4, back towards Sanford. A couple light showers there. A little heavier downpour in and around the Scottsmore and Mims area. A little shower was approaching the 408 over towards Azalea Park in Reno Pinar. Does appear to be falling apart. Maybe we can shoot over a few showers there towards Dean Road a little bit later on if you can hold together. Then from Kissimmee to Point Siena, very close to St. Cloud, a couple light showers there. Again, we are not worried about anything strong to severe tonight. Temp up in Palm 79, 86 in Melbourne, through the interior, middle and upper 80s. Tomorrow morning, not much of a drop off, upper 70s to the lower 80s. 12-hour forecast here for Orlando. Once again, the upper 90s tomorrow afternoon. Rainfall chances running at about 40%. We take a look at futurecast here. You can see by the noon hour, a few showers developing, dropping south and eastward across the eastern side of the peninsula. Again, the coverage running 40, maybe 50% max. And then as we work away on into Sunday, notice what happens here. Notice the clouds coming up from the south and the east, feeling the impact of that wave crossing the Keys and South Florida. That may enhance a few showers, especially south and west of the 408 come Sunday afternoon. Two-day rainfall totals, by the way, could exceed over an inch or two in eastern Seminole, Orange, Osceola, and Brevard counties before the showers and storms get going. It is all about the heat. We will be in fuego both Saturday and Sunday. The records that could be tied tomorrow: Orlando, Sanford, close in Leesburg, Daytona Beach, and even back towards Melbourne. Forecast feels like temperatures at the 10 a.m. hour 102 to 107. As we go through noon, 3, 4, and 5, we'll be in that 110 to 115 degree range before those late day showers and storms start developing. So the pools are going to be popular. Just make sure to reapply that sunblock every time you get out. Now, I want to give you a little bit of a ray of hope here. Monday and Tuesday certainly going to be hot, but with an approaching cold front late Tuesday and Wednesday, a lot more instability, better chance for those afternoon showers and storms. As a tropical wave combines with this front right here, that should give us a better chance for increased rainfall and cooler temperatures. In fact, let's take a look now at your updated 7-day forecast. 97 through Tuesday. Rain chances going up Thursday and Friday. That should begin to lower our temperatures. WESH 2 News on the CW18 returns in a minute.
Every night till 10 p.m. during the national sales event at Toyota Orlando and Toyota of Claremont.
4 of TV's funniest families are right here.
Oh, you got me. I got you.
There's Loving Smothers. Me. And one humble genius.
Yes, I am.
CW18's Happy Hours. Weeknights starting at 4 on CW18.
The Big Bang Theory is moving. But don't worry. We'll do the heavy lifting.
Was it hard getting up the stairs?
No. The Big Bang Theory.
Coming Labor Day, September 4th to CW18.
Being a patient in a hospital isn't easy. Some are hurting physically and others can struggle with their mental health.
But a pastor who works at one U.S. hospital says he's bringing comfort and solace to patients and staff with his voice. Mandy Gaither has his story. That's awesome. All right, Walgreens is the latest chain to blast classical music to keep people from loitering outside of their stores.
The corporation says for more than a year it has implemented a loop of classical music at certain locations across the country, and Walgreens says it works. They're not the only business using the tactic either. 7-Eleven also plays classical music.
The safety dance song is right there.
Yeah, like they're like what is the other one?
Music doesn't make me want to like leave your business.
Shark, what's the shark one? Baby Shark?
Oh, God.
No one will hang around there.
Didn't some people get in trouble for using that as a torture tactic in a prison?
Yeah, because it's bad.
Oh, I know.
All right, coming up next at 10, a brawl is brewing between two of the world's richest men.
The new details Elon Musk is releasing about his showdown with Facebook creator Mark Zuckerberg.
Local, live, late breaking. WESH 2 News on CW18 starts now.
Thank you. Join us tonight at 10:30. Here's a look at our top stories.
Road closures are in effect in downtown Orlando thanks to some unstable scaffolding. We're talking about parts of Pine Street, Church Street, and Orange Avenue. The area is usually busy on Friday nights, but the closures are expected to last for a few days. The construction company behind the project says that they are coming up with a plan to take the scaffolding down.
A girls soccer coach at Titusville High School is accused of having sex with one of his players. Police say 43-year-old Anthony Gonzalez has been arrested on 7 felony counts of sexual battery of a victim 12 to 18. Brevard Public Schools officials confirmed Gonzalez has been fired. He'll be back in court in September.
And Volusia County is opening cooling centers as Central Florida is still dealing with dangerous heat. The neighborhood center in West Volusia opened a cooling center in the Bridge Community Room. It'll be open noon to 6 p.m. through Wednesday. There are several others open too. You can find the list on WESH.com and the WESH 2 News mobile app.
Let's talk about your weekend weather, and we're not just talking about the heat. We're looking at the tropics.
Yeah, let's get over to Chief Meteorologist Tony Manalfi. So, Tony, everybody is wondering, is anything brewing out there?
The answer is no. So your weekend plans will not be impeded by any development in the tropics, although there is a wave that will go across South Florida and another wave that's coming off the west coast of Africa that we will continue to watch here over the next couple days. Remember now, in August, formation is in many areas: the Caribbean, the Gulf of Mexico, off the mid-Atlantic, the southeast, the central and eastern tropical Atlantic. But again, the hurricane season is just now really starting to ramp on up. Over the next 4 to 6 weeks, we'll head into the peak of the hurricane season and then the back end of the peak of the hurricane season, which generally runs late September, early October. Tropically speaking, again, we've got one wave headed our way as we head into this weekend. A second wave merging with a front by Wednesday. That's going to help to knock down the temperatures. Another wave coming at South Florida by the time we get to the 21st, and a couple more disturbances out here in the far eastern tropical Atlantic. So lots of things to watch, but nothing that looks too imminent for us here in the United States. We take you out to the 21st of the month of August, and you can see the European computer model does want to develop something, but it's headed north out over the open waters of the tropical Atlantic. For now, tropically speaking, we're in good shape, guys.
All right, Tony, thank you. School is officially back in session in Polk County, but things were not as cool as they could be.
Yeah, students and their parents showed up to South Point Elementary School bright and early this morning, but teachers at some other schools in Polk County are raising concerns about classroom conditions. A class action grievance filed yesterday says there have been ongoing AC issues at 15 schools.
The district cannot say, well, we just don't have enough people, or we have supply chains that are broken. We need a $2.3 billion corporation that Polk County Public Schools is to have the forethought and the compassion to have parts on hand.
The school district said in a statement students in rooms without air conditioning will be moved to other areas and portable AC units are being deployed. We are all dealing with the extreme heat right now, and when it gets this hot, heat stroke can set in within minutes. Florida leads the nation in hot car deaths. That's why Commissioner Wilton Simpson announced today that every fuel pump across the state will have a new inspection sticker featuring an important safety reminder.
This time of year when all of our families are getting back to school, we know that everybody's busy. It's a change in schedule. We want to make sure that that people are removing their pets out of these cars, that they're removing their kids out of these cars. We're looking to do a new PSA on our pump stickers that will say at the bottom, never leave children or pets to a vehicle.
You can get the latest track on high temperatures from our team of First Warning meteorologists. Download the WESH 2 News app and turn on those alerts.
Today, Attorney General Merrick Garland appointed a special counsel to handle the case of President Biden's son, Hunter. As NBC's Peter Alexander explains, Republicans tonight are blasting Garland over who he picked for the job. That was Peter Alexander reporting. In Escambia County, a woman is dead after shots were fired inside of a Home Depot in Pensacola. The woman who was shot and killed by the suspect was a contract employee with Home Depot. Deputies say the suspect went to the Mellow Mushroom and called to turn himself in. Investigators are questioning him, and he will be charged with murder.
Attorneys for the wife and children of the man charged in the Gilgo Beach murder says law enforcement ransacked their home. Rex Heuerman has pleaded not guilty to murdering 3 women found near the beach on Long Island more than a decade ago. The family's attorneys released photos of the home after they say law enforcement agencies did an extended search for evidence. They say drain pipes were taken out of the bathroom, leaving them without running water.
house is in shambles. It's ransacked. It was run over through, roughshod. The conditions inside are deplorable.
Heartwarming's wife is in the process of divorcing him and says she has not visited him in jail. Her lawyer also adds that she is fighting cancer and her health insurance, which is tied to Heartwarming's business, expires in 60 days. A fourth person is now charged in this violent, racially charged Riverfront brawl in Montgomery, Alabama.
Mary Todd turned herself in yesterday. She's been charged with third-degree assault along with 3 other suspects. The fight between white men and a black riverboat co-captain in Montgomery, Alabama stemmed from a dispute over a dockside parking spot. This quickly escalated into a widespread brawl. Police do not believe this was racially motivated, but the riverboat captain says it definitely felt that way.
But you know, I saw it like everybody else saw it. It looks like a white people attacking a black man. I thought that, I felt that, I felt that was the case, what everybody's thinking.
At least one witness has reported hearing a racial slur during the brawl.
FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried is back in jail. During a hearing in New York today, the judge revoked his bail over alleged witness tampering. Since his arrest in December, he has been out of jail on a $250 million bail package, which required him to remain at his parents' home in Palo Alto, California. He was extradited from the Bahamas on charges that he defrauded investors in his businesses and illegally diverted millions of dollars worth of cryptocurrency from customers using his FTX exchange.
Elon Musk continues to share information about a rumored super fight with another social media mogul. Musk tweeted early this morning that the fight will be managed by his and Mark Zuckerberg's foundations, not UFC. He also said that this will stream on X and Meta social media platforms from Rome, with all proceeds benefiting veterans. Musk has been making comments about the fight for a while, going so far recently as to say he was lifting weights to get ready. As for Zuckerberg, he's actually trained in MMA and recently competed in a jiu-jitsu tournament. It's no secret inflation has done a number on people's wallets. Check out how your spending compares to the other average American.
Moody's Analytics says the average family spent $700 more in the month of July than they did 2 years ago. That's due to the soaring costs of housing, groceries, and vehicles. And paychecks have not grown enough to keep pace with the cost of living. Real earnings, which adjust for inflation, are stuck at late 2019 levels. Full-time UPS drivers could soon earn an average of $170,000 a year. That's according to a new 5-year contract agreement announced by UPS. The contract is being negotiated by the Teamsters union that represents the drivers. The pay bump includes benefits for full-time drivers. UPS says part-time drivers will make at least $25 an hour. The deal comes after workers have been threatening to strike. Some good news. If you're already a fan of Target's curbside pickup, you can now add your favorite Starbucks drink to your order. So here's how it works. When you place an order in the Target app, you will also receive a prompt to add something from Starbucks. When you arrive, a team member will bring everything out to you. Target says the new service will be available to everyone by October. Next at 10, you could catch a meteor shower in the sky this weekend.
What you should do for your best chance at catching this rare phenomenon. And a heartwarming reunion with a 911 dispatcher who helped deliver a baby over the phone. Moments when she met that family for the first time in person. Next at 10.
A new season of Bucs football is on the horizon.
And CW18 is your home for all the action.
Preseason coverage starts Sunday as the Bucs take on the Steelers.
The journey starts here.
On CW18, your home of the Bucs.
Sponsored by Ford.
You're watching Central Florida's CW18.
If you're a sucker for big brown eyes, you might just fall in love with Rudy. He is our featured Clear the Shelters pet right now. Rudy is 6 years old, but energetic enough to go with the flow. This handsome fella loves attention and is very affectionate. Rudy is quite curious, and while he knows his way to your heart, he also knows his way out of the house. Rudy is skilled at jumping fences. Blame the hound dog in him. You could bring Rudy home for free from the Humane Society of Marion County. Head to the Clear the Shelters page of WESH.com for all of the details. New at 10, a heartwarming introduction between a 911 dispatcher who helped deliver a baby over the phone.
Nora Acuna works for the Seminole County Fire Department. She met the baby, Riley, today. Riley's dad called 911 for help back in June when it was clear he and his wife would not make it to the hospital in time for the baby to be born. The dispatcher walked him through how to deliver the child.
I mean, I was a bit nervous because it was my first pregnancy call of that type at all. I mean, we've trained for it, but, you know, it's nowhere near going actually through it. So, yeah, it was a lot.
I got home at 5, and by 5:30, I was holding on to our newest child.
Whoa. In addition to meeting Riley and her family, Acuna was presented the Stork Award for her success.
Who knew?
A mission to the moon launched today, but it has nothing to do with Artemis, our space agencies here in the U.S. Russia launched its first mission to the moon in nearly 50 years. It says the Luna 25 craft will land on the lunar surface on August 23rd, about the same day as an Indian craft which launched July 14th. Only 3 governments have pulled off successful moon landings: the United States, Soviet Union, and China. The James Webb Telescope has given scientists more information about the most distant star ever detected. This is Earendel. It's about 28 billion light years away. That's far. 1 million times brighter than the sun and twice as hot, so it must be close to Florida. The light the telescope saw from the star was emitted within the first billion years of the universe. For context, the universe is thought to be about 13.8 billion years old. Get your calculators out. The only reason Earendel is visible at all is because a massive galaxy cluster between us and Earendel magnified its light through gravitational lensing.
Got all that?
Got all of
that
that
was a lot
out there, yeah.
Okay, this is going to be a special weekend for stargazers. The Perseid meteor shower will peak Saturday and Sunday. Dozens of meteors are expected to zoom through the sky per hour. To get the best views, you will need to get to an area with little to no light pollution and hope that it is a cloud-free night. The meteor shower continues through September 1st.
All right, Tony, no pressure. Are we going to be able to see the meteor shower if we can stomach being outside?
Yeah, well, you know, the good thing is the peak viewing is from like 10, 11 o'clock to about 4 a.m. in the morning.
So it's only 91 degrees.
Right,
exactly, versus 99.
100,
Yeah,
okay.
you know, so back in 2016 when we had the full moon, we actually had about 150 to 200 meteors per hour. I think this year is going to be closer to about 100 to 125. So there's some stats for you right there, just in case you're curious. And I will post this on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook here in just a couple of minutes. Meteors visible in all areas of the sky, about 100 meteors per hour. This occurs every August. It's cyclical. All right. The other big story, of course, is the heat. Excessive heat warnings in effect for most of central Florida. We have heat advisories for Sumter and on into Polk counties for tomorrow afternoon. And the bottom line here, if you're working outside, if you're playing outside, you just need to be careful. Drink a lot of water, stay hydrated. If you're feeling a little dizzy, come inside, get some AC, cool on down. The attractions are going to be busy this weekend as well. Now, there is a tropical wave that's going to cross Havana, the Keys, South Florida, late Saturday night on into Sunday. That may bring a little bit of additional moisture our way the latter half of the weekend. Models have backed off on that, but I'm not sure if they got a handle on that. And speaking of rain, we've got some moisture here into Volusia County right now. A couple of heavier downpours now east of Ormond Beach. A few showers here through the interior there of Volusia County. Some heavier downpours right over Deltona tonight, so they're cooling on down. And then east of Scottsmore and Mims, we have a few showers there. We did have a little bit of rain, a little bit of thunder here earlier near West 2 Studios. That's since fallen apart, but a nice little complex here south of Kissimmee, southeast side of Kissimmee, over towards St. Cloud on the Turnpike, getting wet tonight. Compliments of the collision late this evening. Still 90 in Kissimmee, watching the showers there. A little cooler up towards Palm Coast, 85 Titusville, and 84 over in Wildwood over towards Rutland. Not going to drop much there. Mid-70s. 78 to about 82 from Orlando back towards I-95 in Brevard County. Daytona Beach, you're jumping up to 95. East winds kicking on in, and then we're falling back into the mid-80s by mid-evening. Down I-95 into Melbourne. 84 in the morning, 92 at 1, in between maybe 94, 95 before the breeze works on in. Now, there's the wave coming across far south Florida. Could enhance a little bit more rain across the southern reaches of our viewing area come late Sunday. That's something we'll be watching with the weekend computer models. Eric will give you the update on that out the door tomorrow morning. Weekend numbers, 98 here on Saturday. 98 as well on Sunday, but feeling like 110 to 112 during the course of the afternoon. High temperatures tomorrow afternoon, about 94 to 99. Remember, normal highs normally only about 92 degrees. And if you are looking for a cool down on Sunday or Monday, wrong answer. Please insert your quarter and try again. Now, it feels like temperatures now about 110 to 112, maybe 113 on Sunday. We have had 28 and 95 plus degree days this summer. Last year we actually had 35. So the last 2 summers, heat-wise, we've been getting a lot of numbers that are awfully high. Volcano Bay, if that's where you are headed tomorrow, 94 at noon, feeling like 105 to 115. 3 o'clock, a few showers and storms developing and plenty hot, up around 98 degrees. So we work our way into Monday and Tuesday. A front still well to the north. It is still plenty hot out there, but late Tuesday into Wednesday, as that front approaches, we get more moisture coming in off of both the Atlantic and the Gulf of Mexico. That will increase our rainfall chances as the front combines with a tropical wave. That little squeeze play there should give us some cooling relief, and then there will be multiple waves thereafter, but none of which appear to want to develop here as we head through the next 7 to 10 days. Now, the other thing that we're looking at is a big area of some Saharan dust near San Juan and a much bigger batch off the west coast of Africa. Again, that amount of dust could suppress some features there, but it's interesting to note when you look at the structure here, it almost looks like the models are picking up on a couple of features here embedded within that dust that are trying to develop but are having a hard time because of that dust. That's something that we will be watching over the next 10 to 14 days. So back to that 7-day forecast here for you. 98 both Saturday and Sunday. Rainfall chances at about 40%. Stu and Michelle, by the middle of next week, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, temperatures cooling. Rain chances going right back up.
Right now, we are following some breaking news. Orange County deputies are investigating a deadly shooting. This happened around 8:45 p.m. near West Sand Lake Road and Weingard Roads.
Deputies say they found 2 people who had been shot, a woman in her 50s and a man in his 40s. The woman died and the man is in critical condition at the hospital. Deputies say they have no information on a suspect at this time. We will bring you the latest details as we learn them.
Well, the Buccaneers open up the preseason with a loss at home against the Steelers. WESH 2 has it all covered for you right here from Raymond James Stadium. Plus, the Florida Gators have found their man. Billy Napier names his starting quarterback. We'll tell you who it is coming up in sports.
Download the free WESH 2 News app today.
Okay. Tony, I just want to talk about this heat tomorrow.
I don't
Triple
want to.
digit. Okay, you're too tired of it. We're all tired of it, but we have to talk about it.
No, we do. We want to alert people and let them know, look, listen, we want you to go outside, have fun. If you got loved ones in town, go out, have fun with them. But just, remember, be smart about things, common sense. If you're poolside and you're not feeling too good, get inside to the AC. If you're going to the parks, you got to hydrate, sunblock, shades.
It's too hot right now.
Yeah, a lot of people complaining of no solar and still 90+ degree water.
Yeah.
It's going to stay hot, elevated there through Tuesday. It does get a little bit better by Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday as rain chances go up. Those afternoon high temperatures actually getting back to normal. 91 is going to feel good by
I
then.
can't wait for 91.
Our director, Micah, said I should give you a break, Tony.
I think you should listen to your director.
Really?
He said give Tony a break.
So I'm guessing they lost tonight.
The Braves won 7-0. That's all that really matters.
Is that who they were playing?
Remember, you can wake up with WESH. Have a great night. Flip over to WESH News at 11.
The poor Mets.